would you do if your own parents refused to give your baby back? The scariest moment of my life wasn't giving birth. It was when my own parents took my 5-week-old baby out of my arms and refused to give her back. Looking back, the warning signs were there from the beginning. After my daughter was born, my mom came to stay with us for 2 weeks to help. Instead, she took over. She was always holding my baby and only brought her to me for breastfeeding. She called my daughter my baby, referred to me as the baby's sister, and one day casually said, "You should just give me the baby. You're too young to be a mom anyway." She laughed afterward, but something about it made me uncomfortable. A few weeks later, my husband and I were finally starting to feel like a real family. Then a relative passed away, and my husband had to attend the funeral. Since our daughter was still a newborn, I stayed at my parents' house for 2 days instead of taking her to a large gathering. It seemed like a simple plan at the time. The first day was fine. Then that evening, my daughter started crying while I was breastfeeding her. My mom usually rushed in whenever the baby cried, but she was busy in the kitchen. Instead, she sent my dad. He walked into the room, reached for my daughter, and said he'd take her. I told him no. A few minutes later, he came back. Then he came back again. Soon, both of my parents were coming in and out of the room. They kept telling me to hand over the baby. They kept saying I wasn't doing things right. Every time, I refused. My daughter wasn't hurt or sick. She was just being a baby. Then everything changed. Their voices became louder and angrier. Before I knew it, they were standing over me while I sat on the couch holding my daughter. What happened next felt like a nightmare. They pulled my daughter out of my arms by force. I immediately tried to get her back, but my dad blocked me and shoved me away. I was crying, begging, and fighting to reach my baby. By the end, my hands and arms were covered in scratches. Meanwhile, my mom kept yelling that I was unstable, abnormal, and needed medication because I was out of control. Then I remembered her comment about giving her my baby. Suddenly, all the strange behavior made sense. Every time she called my daughter her baby, every time she pushed me aside, every time she acted like I wasn't the mother. The only thing that stopped them was when I screamed that I was calling the police. My mom immediately handed my daughter back and started crying like she was the victim. I grabbed my baby, locked myself in a bedroom, and stayed there all night. I barely slept because I was terrified they would try again. The next morning, my husband came and got us. I blocked my parents everywhere and cut all contact.